What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin and ICP renegades tonight. Per a subscriber's request, we are going to have an interactive video tonight. We're going to have another one like this that's not about ICP. That's just going to be like the community telling me like what coins to buy, not to buy, but to look at and to do some technical analysis. But tonight we're going to do that same kind of thing, but only all about Internet Computer. And I do have some really good stuff for us too. So you're going to want to stay tuned till the end because we're going to be talking about when is the bottom for Internet Computer. And if you've been watching my channel, that isn't a question when the bottom is. We are at the bottom. No worries about going much further. But how much should I be buying at each time right here? And we're going to go over some things like that. But we're going to also talk about some stuff that a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to the Internet Computer. I was talking with Six Fig Stock Trader yesterday, and he was having a problem accessing his internet identity. I hope he's cool with me sharing this story, and I think he would be. And so he wasn't able to get in, and it said something about his internet identity was not reachable. It said your internet identity is not reachable. And I was like, well, if you can't get it figured out, just let me know. And so I guess he used the VPN to get around the node, because when you're in a certain area, the closest person to you is going to be your node. The closest node to you, say if you're in Seattle, Washington, for instance, right? And I'm here. Well, I'm going to go, when I connect onto the internet identity and onto the network on the blockchain, it's going to go to a node if I have to, do any kind of transaction, like signing on one of the internet identity things. It's going to go to the closest node. Say there's a closest one in Portland. So it'll go to Portland, Oregon, smack that node, and then send the information back to me and let me, do whatever I need to do. Well, I guess the node was down, and that can happen sometimes. And so these nodes, they actually get incentivized for not being down for any extended period of time. Now, I don't know how Internet Computer works, but a lot of networks, they go by how well you perform on the node. So say you're active 12 hours a day or 24 hours a day. That gives you more value, than somebody that's only active 4 hours. They might not want to have you as a node. Or if you're down, it gives you more incentives. And I believe they pay them in the governance token as well. So what he did, he used the VPN, and what that did is it rerouted his IP address from where he is in Central America, or Central United States, not Central America. That sounded weird. Central United States, and it bounced it instead of going to like he's going to Chicago normally. Well, Chicago's down, right? So what he did is he used a VPN for like maybe Florida. And so it went to either Florida or, somewhere close by, and he was able to get in. So if you ever had a node problem, that's good. And I hope he shares it on his channel as well. And I'm going to talk to him about that. Be like, man, share that. Get that word out there. Let people know just in case they don't think there's something wrong with the Internet Computer. Now, don't be afraid to talk tonight, guys, because especially the Internet Computer community, I want to know what you guys want when it comes to content. I know my staking videos do really well. And I'm even thinking about doing a third one just to make it even more compact with information, a shorter time, and everything you need to know. So I might do a third one. But other than that, I know you guys like to see the price stuff. But what would you like to see? Would you like to see me play more NFT video games? Would you like to see me look into more NFT projects on the Internet Computer? Because I just got followed by Yummy Marketplace on Twitter. This is why I wanted to talk to you tonight. I have a lot of good stuff that's been going on. So they followed me, and I was looking into their Twitter a little bit. And so the thing with Yummy, it is an NFT marketplace, right? And it's helping to boost up projects that are already doing pretty good on the Internet Computer or just starting out, and helping them get out there and to get known. And so that's kind of what we do here on my channel as well. That's why, I did the icy emojis. I did, icy birds. That was kind of six figs because he was doing that. I was like, hey, man, he told me to, try the game. And I was like, cool. And make a video about buying them. And I hope he doesn't think I'm stepping on your toes. Six figs. I was not. I hope, I put your YouTube video in the link and just told everybody, hey, six figs, made this video. I'm just making it after him. So let that be known. But yeah, so what it is building up smaller internet computer projects. Would you like to see me do more stuff like that? Like find these up and coming projects, that way they don't have to really pay for an AMA. I'm helping them get the information out there because I'm, here to build the community with the Definity Award grant, the community award grant, so they don't have to pay any extra marketing budget to get the word about their projects. So I'm speaking to all of you up and coming projects on the internet computer and my subscribers too. What do you want to see me do more of? But you up and coming artists, NFT, anyone building on the internet computer, whether you're starting out, you're legit and already established, or you're already going to the moon, we would like to get over here and get the word. You can come over here, no charge. We will put out whatever NFT. We'll make a video about it if you want to come in and answer questions. My audience loves that. When Vision came on, that video got like 4,700 views. One of my best videos in a long time. Lots of likes too. And normally my videos don't get saturated with likes like that. So it was really awesome. And I'd like to help build the community like that. And this is going to help the price. So a lot of you are like, yeah, but I want to make money in crypto. I don't just want to see you play games and like I come on here because I want to know how to make money. Do you think that I'm doing this just to play games and have fun? Well, that's part. I mean, I'm not doing it for that reason. That's a perk. A lot of people are asking me, well, can you earn money on these NFT games? Dude, I can't even tell you how much money I've made just since interacting with the internet computer. Thousands. I've earned thousands of free dollars, not the grant. I'm not talking about the grant. I'm talking about being active on DSCVR. I'm talking about just being active all over the internet computer ecosystem. I can't believe how many free things people have given me. District app, giving out district pods. DSCVR, giving out 20 freaking airdrops a month, it seems like. So these are all the things that I want to showcase on the channel. And I want to know what you want more of. Nobody's on the chat. I'm looking, man. We need ideas and stuff. So if you guys don't have ideas, that's fine. Smash the like button. We'll get other people over here. Too. We don't want to lose you because you guys are our bread and butter. You guys are awesome. You don't have to talk if you don't want. But yeah, thank you for being here. And so I want to go in to show you some cool stuff. Other than what I was already talking about, which was actually really awesome. And we're going to do some price stuff because today our price videos are going to be Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. And then we're going to do like, I'm going to throw a short in there. I'm going to go above and beyond what I, told ICP. So we're just going to at least do, maybe 2 to 3 price videos a week. Or if we do 2, there will be 2 ecosystem videos. Or we'll do all 4 of those plus some shorts. So, okay, now before we go look at the price, I want to show you this. So so when we went here last time, we only looked at the neurons, if you remember, and this is how we knew how much ICP was staked for so long that over half of the supply is in stake for over 8 years right now. So not dissolving 100. So this even tells you how many are dissolving or not. So not dissolving, that means they're going to hold it before they stake it. This is actually pretty big, to have a not dissolving amount of 168 million. You ask why? Well, that means that they haven't even started the 8-year staking process yet. So or the 4 years. So because what some people do is they just put it in either for the 8 years, or what they do is they'll wait 4 years not dissolving to get a 4-year age bonus. Because if you get an age bonus, it will add on to your 8-year or your 4-year bonus for staking. And that's how you get the maximum rewards for staking, is if you not dissolve for 4 years and then start dissolving for 8 years. That would be the absolute best value you could get. I don't know if you can do 8 years not dissolving. maybe you can. And then if that's true, then it would be 8 and 8, right? That would give you the most. For some reason, I heard it's only 4 years. I'm not 100% sure on that. So I would definitely do research in before you leave it out for 8 years. But the good part is you'll have 8 years to do that research because you don't have to set up anything specific to not dissolve. It's just sitting there. And maybe it isn't even locked up yet. Is it locked? Yeah, no, it's only locked when it comes into this state, I believe. That's how it works. Not dissolving, it is not locked. Dissolving, it is locked, which means it will take that amount of time, basically 8 years or whatever. And you can see how many 120 million, 100 million, 80 million. That's a lot of ICP. A lot. And so I wanted to also show you this because we were talking about the neurons. And this is why I always tell you guys or not the neuron, but the nodes. This is why I always tell you guys to watch till the end because we have more information pertaining to the beginning of the video for right now. So this is pretty important, especially when Six Figs was having trouble getting into his internet identity. Well, so as you see, this is a node machine. And basically the nodes are what relay the messages from the blockchain back to you that kind of secure the market, process transactions, and basically run the governance. They basically do a lot of stuff on the internet computer. And so this one is in Marseille, Defendy operations, South America, maybe, or Southern Africa. Tampa, Tokyo, Tampa, New York, Marseille, Singapore, Tokyo, and it's going to go to the closest one to you. So if you're in Japan, it's going to go to Tokyo. If you're in Florida, it's going to go to Tampa, right? If you're in the Eastern United States, it's going to go to New York. And so on and so forth with all of these different places and all of these different nodes. And that is pretty important. Singapore, Bucharest, San Jose, California, Las Vegas. So there's a lot of U.S. ones. Dallas, New York again. I'd like to even take a look at a couple other ones. Ljubljana. That's a real Chicago 2, okay. Geneva, Jacksonville, Florida, Atlanta, Munich, Singapore, Atlanta, Jacksonville, and so on. And then you have the node providers. And these are the big firms that run the nodes. So I guess they aren't just individuals because each one has a certain amount of nodes, but the nodes are probably individuals within this company, right? 5 nodes, 5 subnets, 1 location. 0 nodes, 0 subnets, 1 location. So this is a perfect example right here. Right now, this company normally has probably nodes, and it doesn't always run on all of the nodes. Whatever ones perform the best, they end up getting to the front of the line, and that's the way the nodes work, basically. You can't miss a transaction. You can't be offline. Like Six Figs was having a problem getting online. Whatever node provider that was is going to get demoted a little bit for that because of being offline. It hurts the project, and so you can't do that. But this one, 59, they must be doing really good. 30 subnets. This must be all online, no location. Yeah, so that's that. There's a lot of cool stuff here. Now, the governance, which this is going to show you how much rewards you're going to get for your staking. And this is something I really like to implement into my next staking video. The neurons with the dissolve delay, the amount that is not dissolving, and the amount dissolving. This is all huge for the future price of internet computer. And almost all the governance is making sure that the future price is going to be worth a lot. They're not making sure the price right now is staying at $14 or, staying at $20. They don't mind if it goes down to 14 right now. Why? Because we're talking about several years. There's going to be a major shift that's going to happen where it's going to be a supply shock. The demand is going to be there. The price is going to be overwhelming. And we're all going to be happy that we got in early when we did. So this is very, very important for the future of Internet Computer, this stuff. So that's what we really need to understand going forward. Now, this is kind of cool. 8 years. Now this shows you all the way down to 6 months, or actually that's half a year, right? So I don't know if it's going to show me 6 months. Nope. So it's, well, yeah, that is 6 months, half a year. The 0.5 threw me off. 0.5 year. I was thinking, well, 6 months, that's only, but that actually is half a year. 0.5 of 1 year. So don't let that fool you. Because it says 0.5. Don't, it tripped me up a little bit. But you get 11% just for half a year with no time dissolve delay. Trailing 24-hour annualized return for a neuron with an age of 0. Voting reward percentages change dynamically over time and depend on the number of ICP token holders participating in the network governance and the dissolve delay and age of their neurons. Dissolve delay. It gets really hot over here in this corner. I think it's because that my air conditioner spits out warm air out the back. And it's supposed to go all out the window, but I don't think it does all the time. So average voting power is about 4. So that means that's about 4.5 ICP staked per person. Because if you have about 6 months and your average voting power would be about 4.4 if you had 4.4 ICP around this time. Now, the longer you go, the more that's going to be. A year, it only goes up by 0.6. So they really want to incentivize you going longer. Now, 0.5 years is half a year, but you have to realize that that half a year is after the half a year downtime. So this is going to have to be an actual full year. That's not a half a year. You'll have a half a year of collecting rewards. The other half a year will spent dissolving without any rewards or anything. Just keep that in mind in the future. Now, if you go up to 4 years, we start talking a 15% hike. But if you really want the full power of the staking rewards, you're going to have to look at the 8-year game because it's 20%. It was 28% when I made my last video on voting and stuff, so it has gone down significantly. So you're going to want to get in now before they lower it. Even lower. So, yeah. All right. Now, the network. This is the subnets. Remember, if you looked in for the nodes, they had subnets, right? Well, node machine 13 canisters are the smart contracts, right? 132 of them, 13, 3,829 with only 13 node machines. So as you see, each one of these only has 13 node machines. That must be significant. And are these application? Okay. And it's an application. The only ones that have more are system. So it looks like any application only has 13 and systems can have more in the NNS. Pretty good to know. Not 100% sure what that means, but if we need to know that in the future, we know. Now, this is the ICP transactions. And this is going to be what we looked at the very beginning. I think it was on this page, maybe. I don't know. But this is going to be very significant to show you the amount of ICP. Look at that, 141. 3 minutes ago, someone just bought 141, right? Or transferred it at least. And 41 over here. So we're having movement over here. There's a lot of interest in the Internet Computer. And what I'm doing is called a fundamental price analysis. And what I'm doing is I'm showing you all of the things that are going to make the future price of Internet Computer so high. And to let you know, at $15, this is probably the lowest you're going to get this crypto in a very long time. Yeah, maybe in a couple days it might go a little bit lower, but I'm saying time the next couple of weeks, right now, in this next period of time, is going to be the cheapest that you are going to get this crypto, unless Bitcoin dumps, in a very, very, very long time. It all depends on Bitcoin and the Bitcoin hammer. But Internet Computer has no reason to go further down unless that happens. Now let's actually go a little bit of news that doesn't have to do with Internet Computer, but I thought was really cool, and I just want to share it with you real quick. Anyway, Coinbase lists competitor Binance stablecoin BUSD. Hold up. So we don't have competitors anymore. Dude, you don't understand how much I love this. And I'm going to tell you why here in a minute, but I kind of want to look at you right in your beautiful face and tell you why. When I got into crypto and I started making videos, right? I didn't think I was going to amount to anything. I never thought I was going to get to 1,000 subscribers. I did, however, think that I would make a few friends in crypto. Even the bigger YouTubers, somehow I had some delusion that I was going to be friends with all the people. That's how I look at things. Not my competitors. So these guys already have the market, right? They're my direct competitor. I didn't look at them like that. I look at them as another person helping to get the word out about crypto. So we're on the same team. Yes, we're competing for some attention on YouTube, but most of the time, if you share the attention, it goes both ways, right? So you give attention, you get attention, and it's like an ebb and flow. Anyway, that's not what I'm getting into here. I don't care about that. That's just the way that it is, right? But that's what I love about this. They see it the same way I do. Coinbase just listed its competitor stablecoin. Now, why did I put competitor in parentheses? Technically, they are competitors when it comes to they both sell the same thing. But most of the people that can use Coinbase can't use Binance. And most of the people that can use Binance can't use Coinbase because of the laws and the restrictions. So instead of them being like, no, that's my competitor, I'm not going to let Snow Binance USD. They're like, how can we grow crypto the biggest, make it the most legit, partner with as many people? That's the best part of crypto. The best part of crypto is the mindset of let's partner with people. Let's not just sweep them under the rug and take their business. Let's build each other up. Let's build a community. Let's come together and make it better. That's why I don't call any crypto an Ethereum killer. Because most of these cryptos are working together to make each other better. If a bug is found in one place and they learn how to fix it in Ethereum, you think they're going to keep that if the same bug is happening in Solana? No, the same people that help fix the bug over there are going to go try to help fix the bug over there because it's an entire market. What happens if Bitcoin fails? The entire market fails. What happens if Ethereum fails? A big portion of the market will fail because a lot of people won't believe it anymore. So we need to stop looking at everything as a direct competitor, that not other human beings are after what's ours, that we need to learn that we can help build each other up, and there's enough for all of us. Not a socialistic thinking, not like everybody deserves it. No, there is enough for you to make as much as you want and for me to make as much as I want. But that's only set by my own limits. I'm not saying we're all going to go make millions of dollars, but for my potential, I can go as far as I can go, partnering, collaborating, building brands. Why do you think we do collaborations in YouTube? Most of the time, it's because other people are doing the same thing that we're doing, or we see value in what they are doing. A lot of the other YouTubers outside of crypto I'm talking about. So these are the things that we need to think of when moving forward. That's where Internet Computer is thinking. They're thinking, how can we destroy Ethereum and Bitcoin? No. They're thinking, how can we integrate ICP with Ethereum and Bitcoin? So instead of being like, okay, these are our competitors, we got to beat them, join them. If you can't beat them, join them. But why try to, you don't want to, this isn't a try to beat them, join them situation. But that was a good analysis for it. It isn't really like that, but it's a good saying for that situation. I don't think that made a lot of sense to you, but it did to me. So I need to get back to the chat. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. When we come together, we do really well. So back to this. Sorry, I just really thought it hit me, and I wasn't planning on saying anything like that. But when I read it like that, I was like, "Whoa, dude, that's pretty cool." If we all start looking at things like, "Let's do it together. We can partner. You're not just my competitor. You're a human. You have value. Like you're doing the same thing I'm doing." What? You're not coming here to take my money. But then we still have to be aware of those scammers out there too. I'm not saying let your guard down and be stupid, but the good projects, the good people, you can recognize them, guys. That's what I'm saying. Okay, cool. So I just think this is amazing, right? It's not really on the topic of ICP, but it is because, like I just said, instead of ICP seeing Bitcoin and Ethereum as a competitor, they are seeing them as an ally and integrating with them, right? So that's cool. BUSD is the fourth largest stablecoin by market cap. That's amazing. That's huge. Now we can actually go look at the price right now. That is something we do want to do, and how we're going to kind of end the episode. Thank you. I really think that I spoke from the heart when I just said that, and and that's I think why it came out so well, because I wasn't trying to make something up. I was speaking out of experience and just raw. I have passion for what I do, and that is what I forgot along the way somewhere. When I started getting really upset. You guys know there was a while where I was kind of down and out when I was making these videos, and I was getting kind of angry a lot, and I had to take a step to stop that, because that's not why I'm doing this, right? And so that's why I quit making a lot of videos for a while. Now I'm back. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for that, though. I really appreciate it. Even though I don't seek out, pats on the back or, affirmation, it's nice to be appreciated. Especially like when you're doing something like this, when you're, doing it out of love for it and not just money. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I do want to make money to pay my bills and stuff, right? We need money to live, but that's not the whole reason I'm doing this. I have a passion for it, and I'm actually not going to look at the daily because it looks like the same thing. We're going to go look at smaller time frames today, and we're actually going to start on the hour because I really want to see exactly what is happening here. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, we are a channel that gets real sometimes because we value people over crypto, but we love crypto too. So, all right. Now, wow. Wowzers, huh? Yeah, there is no neck here. So, okay, that's not an inverse head and shoulders. Okay. What do we have here? I'm not 100% sure what's going on. Okay. Ooh. Excuse me. It looks like we got a symmetrical triangle type deal, like a squeezer. It's trying to squeeze us on the hour. Down could be kind of a bear flag a little bit, maybe. Yeah, it looks a little bit, but nah. So if we weren't at bedrock, I might be a little worried about that, but yeah, I'm not worried about that at all. So don't worry about that. Okay. Yeah, symmetrical triangle, man. It looks like we had a nice breakout of it too, a little tiny breakout. So looks like we might actually go up and hopefully touch 16. If not, we're gonna go sideways for a little while. We might make like a little touch up to like 1650 or 1620, and then maybe back down and touch back down here at like 1512. So that is a possibility before we go up. And if we get rejected by this, we will go down to 1505. Just know that. So if you actually got in yesterday, you would have been able to buy at 1453. And that's why I say never make a purchase price right on 1450. because, and I'd always like to make it like 5 or 10 cents above the price you really want to get it at. That way, and it always could go right before your price and not touch it. That's always a risk you have to take with limit orders. I do want to show you guys a limit order real quick because we haven't done that on the show. We're going to go back into that, don't worry. But I want you to know so that you're prepared. That way you don't have to be like watching ICP at all moments and trying to get down to 14 something, and that you can still get it for a good price. The only reason I'm having to do it like this is because Coinbase Pro has an amazing security feature where it doesn't let you record anything on the app. And oh yeah, it won't even let me in when I'm showing this video. Pretty secure, but I can show it to you like this. They don't know how to block that, and that's good. I mean, it's for our own safety. So don't bypass it. Do not try this at home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here. I'm going to type in ICP on the market. Now, that's if I already have USD over here. So the cool thing about Coinbase Pro, if you already have a bunch of money in Coinbase and you're holding like money there, you can send your money from Coinbase over to Coinbase Pro. Then you can send it right back to Coinbase. Because if you put money from your bank on Coinbase Pro, then you have to wait for 7 days to withdraw it. But if you get your USD, you already have money over on Coinbase, withdraw your USD to Coinbase, then go to Coinbase Pro, transfer your USD to Coinbase Pro for free, and then you could buy it with USD and transfer it either to Coinbase or your own wallet immediately. And I just saved you 7 days. So that's a good information. I'll probably add that in one of my future videos. That's just some high-level stuff that, I've learned from experience. So I think that's like an experience thing, you know what I mean? So here we go. So you would get your USD, bring it over here, then you would come and type in ICP up there, and it'll bring you to this section right here. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to press the nice green buy button. That doesn't mean you're going to buy it right this second. Then it's going to have you deposit USD. Oh man, you should already have your USD. Okay, hold on. Might have to send some USD over there just to show you this. But that's okay. I don't mind doing that. Sorry if I'm losing a couple of you, but I think people really need to hear this information. And I'm just going to show you. You probably know how to do a limit order, but this is a good way to be prepared all the time for that. So let me see. Do I have any USD? I don't. Okay, I'm going to sell some of this real quick. Oh, I'm going to I'll just do it all on Coinbase Pro. That way I don't have to pay a fee. Smart. Okay, so what I need to do is just bear with me 1 second so that I can get this to show you. I wasn't prepared for that because I didn't think that I needed to have actual stuff over here for that to happen. So, all right. And I'm just going to buy the ICP back. I'm selling just a little bit so I can get USD, and then I'll buy it back and show you. There we go. All right. So there's that. Let's see. ICP. Yep. See, now I have 0.5 in there. 0.5 ICP. And what you do is you press the buy button. Oh, darn it. I didn't sell the ICP first. Sorry, I went brain dead there for a second. Okay, so I have 761 in there now. All right, now I press the buy button. So you're going to want USD. So, and then you press buy. And it's going to show you the price right there. You see, let me get this right there to you. See how it says 15.35? That's the price it is right here. You're going to want to go and you're going to press that. And you're going to change that price. You don't want to buy it for $15.35. You want to buy it for $14.62. 64. Just on the safe side. $14.64. That doesn't mean you're paying $14.64. That means you are buying each ICP for $14.64. Well, if it's at $15.35, how do I do that? Well, it's not going to make the order go through right now. As soon as ICP goes down to $14.64 or below, it will take a second to trigger. Then because it's a limit order, market order goes through like that. limit order, you need to have a sell order to buy your buy order, right? Or you have to have someone buy your sell order. That's what I mean. Okay, so at 1464, and then you go like this on the ICP, and you press max. Right here, you have to make sure you're on the ICP. Then you press max, and that will show me how much ICP I get for that. I just sold it for 0.5 ICP, and now I get 0.5172. Then I do preview order right there. Good till canceled. Allow taker, which means I'm allowing them to. So there's a taker and a maker. And the taker gets charged a bigger fee than the maker. And so normally the taker has to wait. That's what I believe that's how it works. If you're the taker, you pay more and you have to wait until you have somebody that buys it. I'm not saying that right. I know what it is. It's just really hard for me to explain. And so just don't really worry about it unless you're like trading a lot of money, high level. You don't really have to worry about that. So as you see, it's only going to be a 4-cent fee. 4 cents. You buy it on Coinbase, it's going to be more. So I love Coinbase Pro for this reason. So I'm going to get it at a cheap price, and I'm only going to pay a 4-cent fee. So here we go, place order. So now as soon as this price, if it does, I'm not saying it's going to go down to 14, 64, but as soon I'm sleeping, wake up. What's going on? It went to 14.24. 40 cents below my price. Darn it, I should have said it lower. Oh well, glad I got it. It's at 16 now. Not really, but that's the scenario I was painting. So I had a lot of fun with this episode tonight. I wish more of you would have been here because I was in like kind of a weird mood tonight. So it would have been fun to have people here. Like when I get in this kind of mood, I love being around people. Oh well, there's always tomorrow. How much ICP is a good amount to accumulate? That's a very good question, and what we're going to talk about next. Very good. Man, we got some people that are really smart tonight, for real. They just, like, it isn't the question that they ask necessarily. It's like the question that they ask at the right time. Like, we're right in the kind of break from what we just talked about, moving on to the next thing, and boom, it's right there. Genius people, man. Love it. See, I told you I was in a weird mood tonight. So how much ICP is a good amount to accumulate? Now, you need to look at it in a couple different ways. Accumulation or buying right now. Those are two different scenarios. Accumulation means that you are buying a certain amount, or not even a certain amount, but an amount over time. Again and again and again. That's accumulation. Like you accumulate it over time. Okay, now just when you get into buying crypto, that's a different story. How much can you afford to buy right now? So these are the things you have to look at. If you have like a settlement, yes, you're going to probably want to do a bigger amount. But if you're, paycheck to paycheck putting it in, or job to job, or whatever your scenario is, you kind of work around to that. So what a good amount to start out with, if you can, would be 10. Not financial advice, but anybody, even the rich people, so you can see how you handle the highs and the lows. Don't jump in with 10,000 ICP if you've never been in the market before, because the very first dip, when you put in 10 grand and it goes to 8,500, you're going to sell for a loss immediately and lose $1,500. And then it's going to go back up higher than when you bought it. So what I'd recommend is to start out with like 10. And then when it goes down, see how you react to losing that money. Because even 10, it sucks to lose money, dude. And you will be like, okay, then you can be like, oh, if I put 10,000 in, that's how much more it would suck when it went down. That's why you need to have an accumulation mindset. You can buy 100 or 10, and then if you decide this isn't for me, I can't afford to wait, because ICP is going to be a waiting game. The ecosystem is building. It takes time, and that's it. That's all we're waiting for, is everything to be built. people to notice. It's a process, guys. It's all a process. So again, maybe 10 if you can afford 100, or even one. So depending, okay, poor people try to get one. Middle class people try to get 10. Rich people try to get 100 to start out with. Pretty simple. Try to get another one, poor people, every week or so. Middle class, try to get 10 every week or so. Rich, try to get 10 every week or so. That way you're dollar cost averaging, getting in, feeling the market out, building a rapport, feeling the market, getting used to dumps where they don't affect you anymore. You're just like, yeah, talk to me in 6 years. We'll talk. Then you'll be okay. So, together, I want 1,000, but I'm poor. I'm on the poor end of the spectrum, like poor in my country. That's okay. I won't be forever, right? I had a hard life. I was disabled for a while. Now I'm back on track. So don't feel bad for me. I'm not asking for pity. I'm just asking for you to listen to my ideas, like my videos, and just be the awesome people you are, man. So, now I want 1,000. So poor people, I would say try to get 1,000 over time, even if you buy one a week until you have 1,000. So that's 52 weeks a year. So that would take a long time. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be hard to get 1,000 if you're poor. Get as many as you can. Try to get 1,000, but 52 weeks a year, that's 10 years. That's only 520. It would take 20 years to get 1,000 at one a week. So try for 5 a week. If you're, I mean, just whatever you can afford, really, because you never know. I'm just saying get 1,000, but if you can't get that much, if you get like 680, don't beat yourself up. You're like, dang it, I was trying for 1,000. Dude, that's good. That's really good. You held through the dip. You did everything you needed to do. You're good to go. Neil Jarvis, Florida, or Fla. I staked 30 for 8 years, so I can't touch it. And another 70 for a year and a half. Kept a little on the exchange as well. Dude, this person did it awesome. I want to actually give you a round of applause for that, because this is smart thinking right here. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. Now, what if she put all, so 8-year gang is great, but what if, so hold on, are you, so I don't know if you're male or female, sorry. So if this person put it for 8 years, what if they put all of it for 8 years? And then they wanted some a year later, or it pumped to $10,000 in a year, right? Probably not going to happen, but just say what if. Well, they would have all of it stuck in there. Well, the good thing is, if it goes up a lot, this person had the idea to put 30 in for 8 years, 70 in for a year, and keep some as liquid to buy NFTs, to pay for gas, which is really cheap. You only need like $1, and you could pay for gas for probably 5 years. But and yeah, so that was very smart. I love that. No, you rock, man. You rock, because you guys are here to support me and asking great questions. I love it. So yeah, 1,000. If you're middle class, I'd say even 1,000 to 5,000. And if you're rich, man, sky's the limit, man. 10,000, 20,000. I don't know, man. It depends on how much money you want to make and how much you can afford. So that it's like an equation. It sounds like something Einstein would say. Well, how much crypto to buy? Well, your interest versus your money versus your time. E equals MC squared. that was a bad equal, but yeah, your time versus your money versus, what was the other one? Time, money, something else. Lost myself there, but yeah. I think that's about all we have for tonight. I really appreciate you guys with those questions. Even though there was only a couple of them, it made the show way better. It just does, man. So I want to go back to being the most interactive show. We might do another logo contest, but I want to know what you guys want to see me do videos on. So let me know in the comments after the video if you want to see more NFTs, gameplays, price prediction, new projects, staking videos, just anything. Come up with good ideas, and I will do the research, and I'll bring you a video. All right, guys, that being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin.